Carrice here from Hot 702.5 FM in Las Vegas. Get ready to experience basketball like never before. The historic National Pro-Am Championship Tournament, hosted by Delaware Sports Foundation and the HBCU Basketball Association, is taking center stage at the Doolittle Community Center in Las Vegas, Nevada, from April 25th through the 28th in 2024. It's more than just a tournament. It's a basketball extravaganza. Witness top-tier athletes, electrifying matchups, and slam dunk moments that will leave you breathless. Come see who will take home the trophy and first place prize of $100,000. But that's not all. We're shining a spotlight on small businesses. If you are a local business looking for exposure, seize this opportunity to be featured with our TV partners. Email chbcuba.com and ashaw@thehbcuba.com, and let your business shine alongside the thrilling basketball action. Save the dates and join us for an unforgettable experience. The National City Leads Pro-Am Championship, where the love for basketball meets the pulse of the city. Don't just hear about it, be a part of it. April 25th through the 28th, 2024 at the Doolittle Community Center. Visit hbcuba.com to get your tickets now and let the excitement begin.
Hi. Hey. What's up? All your favorite artists.
Check it out. Say my name. DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars. On Hot 702.5fm.com.
It's your main man, 360 the Poet from the Morning Wood. And are you looking for the perfect drink? Well, you found it. Mimosa Royale is the perfect combination of California sparkling white wine and natural juice that is both tasty and refreshing. No artificial colors or flavors, no sugar added, and it's gluten-free. As the world's first ready-to-drink mimosa, Mimosa Royale is perfect for any occasion, day or night. You no longer have to drink 12 of those seltzers just to get that perfect buzz. At 8% alcohol, Mimosa Royale is the perfect drink to party with. Offered in a variety of flavors and sizes, you are bound to find a Mimosa Royale that you'll love. We have berry, mango, apple, and orange, with more flavors to come. Mimosa Royale is the most award-winning flavored wine that serves in bottles or cans. You can find them online at drinkmimosa.com or find them at your local liquor store. Ask for it by name. Mimosa Royale.
Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on Hot 702.5fm.com.
E-Class Consulting. It's owned and operated by Carrice, providing tools, training, and resources that are sure to make you and your business even more successful. We are staffed with a marketing, credit, tax, and a real estate consultant. E-Class Consulting also provides a temporary admin service called E-Class Admins. Want to book an appointment with E-Class Consulting? Call 702-518-3002 or email book@eclassconsulting.com. E-Class Consulting, navigating you to greatness.
This is Hot 702.5.
Tune in now on hot7025fm.com. I swear, every week I'm trying to figure out Instagram, child. Like, hey, hi y'all. I'm really trying to figure out Instagram. That's it. That's all. That's all I'm trying to do.
That's the whole post. That's it.
Sir, how's it going?
I don't know because so yesterday was an eclipse, right?
Is it really?
I saw it.
Did you see the way did you see how I was a little coloring outside the lines?
Okay. Did you were coloring outside the lines?
No, whomever put the moon and the sun together.
Well, okay. So you had to be in the right spot. Right, because angles,
I'm not even talking about the I'm not even talking about the right spot. Let me pull it up. First of all, let me finish Instagram us about the eclipse.
So I'm outside watching the eclipse. I'm at work. I leave my desk, because that's what responsible adults do, is they go outside to look at the sky when they're at work. I get out there. I'm looking at it directly without the glasses. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I wasn't supposed to look at.
Sir.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I did. Well, it was cloudy, so I'm thinking, well, it's cloudy. It's not, it's not sunny, and so obviously it's not. It's cloudy, and the moon's in front of the sun. I feel like I was safe. My eyes are still working, kind of. But after that, I feel like the rest of the week, and it's only Tuesday, right? The rest of the week has been torn up. I don't know if there was the glasses protect you from the bad juju of the eclipse, but I feel like it did. It completely destroyed lots of things that have been fine. And so I don't know. It was supposed to unlock my powers or whatever. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, oh, I'm going to get new powers. But I did
because your powers from December they didn't carry over.
I didn't get any powers in December, unfortunately. I wasn't on that list. I don't know. I didn't get that update. But I was thinking, maybe this is a new update. I'm like, I'm gonna get this one. My phone's gonna update. I'm gonna have my powers, and that is not what happened. I don't know what's the opposite of an update, but that's what happened to me. Whatever the opposite of an update is what happened to me after the eclipse.
Well, I don't know. That's all I got. If any of you guys got special powers, could you please let us know how they work exactly?
And how do I get on the special power update list? Is there? Because I feel like I was talking to somebody earlier, and I'm like, I signed up for the Trials and Tribulations package for 2024, and I didn't realize it.
And it didn't come through?
No, I got the Trials and Tribulations package for sure for 2024, right? And I need to know what the cancellation fee is for it, so I can go ahead and pay that and get a new deal. Because this deal I got right now is not tea. I need a new one.
I feel it. You know what? Yesterday, I don't even know what yesterday was, but watch that lame NCAA basketball boys game. It's not the same. Shout out to women's basketball, because the last 2 years they really took over, and I'm really excited about the WNBA. This season is about to be crazy. So anyway, I watched the game. There was no eclipse where we live.
Oh, you weren't in the line?
No, that's why I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's a little bit suspicious.
How? Angles? It's we live on a round Earth.
Do we?
Yes. This proves
the
it.
Earth is flat.
If the Earth was flat, you'd be able to see the eclipse from where you were.
No, if it's not real.
So the Earth is flat and the moon ain't real.
You know what? We're gonna have to call Kyrie Irving for this one, because I don't have anything for you. I don't have anything I can share with you. I don't have the debate in me.
I'll call Kyrie, but
the math ain't mathing, Joe.
The moon is not a spaceship.
All I'm saying.
Okay, the Earth is round.
It might be a dome for sure.
It's round. It may not be a perfect sphere, but it is round. It isn't.
And Africa is bigger than the United States.
Africa is absolutely bigger than the United States.
Okay, then they put that on the map, and they're like, you know what, guys? You know what? I'm not even gonna get into my flat Earth thing.
is the second largest continent in the world.
Hey,
The
it's
whole
probably the
wide world.
first, but they
Okay.
probably not gonna tell us all of that.
Well, they're including lots of things in Asia that aren't really Asia, but
Right, which they're definitely Africa for sure. Right.
But Africa is gigantic.
It's wild out here in these streets, I swear. Black people just don't. White people don't like black people, and they will tell us anything for us to believe.
Wait, what?
I said what I said.
So
white people don't like black people. Period.
So you're saying? Wait, hold on. I want to make sure I'm following. Are you saying the Earth is flat because white people don't like black people?
No.
Okay.
Shout out to those of you listening live on Instagram. There's like about 164 people on our Instagram. Thank y'all for tuning in. Dr. Tamara, I see you out there, girl. We got Rue Ma out there, Maurice A, DK. We got Maisha out there. We got Monica, Coco. You know what? The Dom. Where the Dom at? Come through.
Yeah, where's the Dom? I'd like her to
Unique, go ahead and DM the tea so we can, I got some tea, but if you have some tea also, please come through.
Tea on what? Black people not liking white people, or white people not liking black people?
So what I'm saying is...
Let me say something racist that happened to me real quick. I'm sorry. I don't know if this is racist or I picked this up and it reminded me. So I was on my way to the doctor. And I stopped to get chapstick and water because, you need those things. Those are essentials. Right? They're like toothpaste. I go into the place, to the gas station, and the man behind the counter has all the chapstick behind the counter because it's small and it gets stolen a lot. And I'm like, hey, can I get a chapstick? And he was like, sure. He picks up this giant bucket of chapstick and starts shaking it around, making a lot of noise with it. I don't know if he was like calling the rain or whatever with it. And he's looking. He's like, got it. Grabs it. Throws the chapstick across the counter. I pick the chapstick up. The flavor is grape. He dug through that thing and looked for a grape. The only grape
because your black ass looks like you deserve grape.
Because he said, he looked at those. He said, those are big N-word
Justin
lips.
Paul, what's not true?
Dad, white people don't like black people.
First of all, Justin already looked a little urbanish. So
urbanish.
So Justin, you might not even count. Okay, you might not count in this.
And he gave me grape chapstick, and I was like, "You're
and you have it in your pocket. And you just put it on your lips."
Here's the thing. So I get in my car.
You're like, that's great. Thanks.
It's so grapey. So I get in my car on my way to
Justin. What's a little racist? Tell us.
That's a little racist.
The grape.
No, you're racist.
No, I'm not a little racist. Black people can't be racist, allegedly.
Oh my God. Do you believe that? I don't believe that to be true. I know a lot of really racist black people.
Are you racist?
Me? Oh.
Okay.
Not at all. I said I know them. You know how
what would make a black person racist?
Hating somebody because of the color of their skin. Like the definition.
See, he's talking about, was the clerk white?
The clerk was not black. And I was like, you are a racist. I did say that. I'm like, I said a lot of bad words too. And I'm like, you're a racist. It was kind of funny because I'm like, grape is hilarious. But then I got in the car and it smells and tastes like grape soda.
Mm-hmm. So you're like, you know what? This is actually a win. And
I was like, am I racist? Because this is amazing. Maybe that's why he was searching for it. He was like, I got something for you. And I took his gift as an insult. Mm-hmm. So I was like, yo, that's racist.
That's what it is. All right. Justin said, yeah, it's a little racist.
Yeah,
okay.
It's okay, though. I mean, it works really well. And my kids are like, Dad, you smell like Jolly Ranchers. I'm like, thank you.
I left my chapstick today. I don't even know where it is, but shout out to Divinity Goddess because she makes me some chapstick that smells like chocolate. So because she's not racist, so we're good to go over there. And yeah,
racist chapstick is insane. Like, I'm just buying water. Why do you have to be racist? Then I go outside and there's a lady standing on my door, like leaning on my door, on her cane, right? And I didn't even say anything to her. I just unlocked my door and opened the door, and like knocked her out of the way, and got in the car. She was like, excuse me, son." I'm like, "Yes." She said, "Do you have like $2.50 so I can get some bread?" And I just closed the door and drove off because I'm like, "This is
How rude."
She was. Why are you leaning on my door, ma'am?
Because she needed bread. Both types of bread from you. Okay.
Indeed.
And you looked as though the bread was really in your pocket and you wanted to share it along with your grape chapstick.
The black people are like, "Oh, he think he better than us." And to white people, they're like, "Give him grape chapstick." Right. And so I've always been in this.
It's the fro. Sorry.
The fro?
It's the fro. The fro gives grape chapstick. It gives me grape chapstick vibes. That's all I got. 100%. But speaking of people who are, I don't know, maybe a little bit racist. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I was watching this video about Beyonce and her new Cowboy album. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if it, and I'm not going to say all white people, okay? But a lot of white people really have a problem with her and this damn country album. And I'm really trying to figure out why. Like, why y'all... Maybe all the white people that's listening live. We got 465 people on our live. White people tap in because I'm really trying to understand. Go ahead.
Maybe they're like, she's in the wrong lane. Like, this is Taylor Swift's lane. And not like comparing Beyonce and Taylor Swift. I think that's out. We shouldn't do that, right? We shouldn't compare Beyonce and Taylor Swift because they're two separate artists. They have two separate like fan bases. Maybe they're like, she shouldn't be over here. This our country is for Taylor, and we love Taylor. And why is she over here talking about country music when that's Taylor's thing, right? I don't know because when Taylor Swift tries to like be urban or like shake her booty on stage, they be like, "You are not Beyonce." Black people do say that. They be like,
but that's because Beyonce Taylor Swift does not have any booty. Like had Taylor Smith, gave her a new name. Not Taylor Smith, child. I ain't even drinking. I haven't even drank or anything.
You upside the head with Stanley cups. You better watch it.
Had Taylor Swift had a fatty, it would have been perfectly fine. Who has a fatty? Who has had a decent booty in the past? Britney Spears. Don't nobody care. Britney Spears is shaking her thing.
Britney Spears is another thing.
She's another level.
Yeah. Britney Spears.
Is that what you're saying?
Black people love Britney Spears. Love Britney Spears. She does not have the same love in the community as like Taylor Swift does not have the same love.
In whose community?
In the black community. In the community of blacks.
Listen, I just want y'all to hear real quick what some people are saying about Beyonce in this country album.
And it's doing very well, but some people have a problem with it. It's okay if it's not your cup of tea. Like maybe you don't even like country music. What's not okay is if you think the problem people don't belong in country music.
I'm sorry. But if you're black, you're not country. I don't care. And I wish I meant that in the nicest way. But babe, I know you were raised in the country, or your grandparents were, I guess, your great granny and grandpas, but they was picking, okay? They wasn't planting. Just keep that in mind. It wasn't making money. It was getting sold for money. You ain't country.
She said that with her whole chest, posted it on Beyonce's internet, and thought everything was going to be okay. We're going to get back to her. But let's get this out of the way. Country music would not exist without black people. If you knew anything about the genre that you claim to care so much about, you would know that hillbilly music, which is what became country music, was directly inspired by the spirituals and field songs of black slaves that they had been creating and singing for hundreds of years. But I'll go one even better. The banjo is a black instrument. The modern-day banjo is a descendant of the West African instrument made from gourds called the akonting. When enslaved persons were taken from Africa to America, their instruments came with them. For 400 years, enslaved people created their own music, hymns, spirituals, and field songs, all with roots in African music. Accordingly, in the 1840s, the banjo was seen exclusively as a black instrument. It was unheard of for a white person to play the banjo. No black people, no country music. But apparently, Ozza Banton, the Indiana State University student who made that video, didn't get the memo. And I've had a bunch of other students from that school reach out to me because she posted this right after that album was released. And literally 2 weeks went by, and Indiana State University didn't seem to have shit to say about it. Now, the other day, they did finally kind of say something about it. They put a statement buried at the bottom of the student newsletter that basically said, we're aware of a video, we're monitoring it, does not align with our personal views. Guess what? The students who have been reaching out to me, that's not enough for them. That's why you had protests on campus yesterday. And I think you can expect a lot more until you take some sort of real action and make a real statement and draw a line in the...
So real quick, sir, can we talk about your grandma and your grandma and your grandpa not owning land but picking?
They was picking
because I just want to let's just go ahead and debunk some things real quick, okay? Mm-hmm. Because if we really go, let's talk about our roots because we are cousin hosts. I don't know that those of you who have been not tuning in properly.
Right.
We are cousin host. Okay. So we could talk about how in our city where our family was raised, right? Mm-hmm. We had the land and the oil.
Right. And the oil.
That's still there, right? It's still there. And so we could debunk that, I guess, right? Right. She said that your grandparents was out there picking. They were not planting.
Okay, so two things.
Okay.
Don't hate me. Okay. If she was in an argument and that was what she was saying in an argument,
you'd be like,
yo, she ate, right? If she was arguing with a black girl, like, I don't give a fuck, your grandma was picking, right?
Not planting.
She ate that.
Everybody would have been like, oh my gosh.
It would have ended up in a fight on Twitter, but she would, that she ate. Mm-hmm. But in reality, right, like now that we're like woke and, whatever, and black, that is crazy. That
shout out to our white brother, Justin.
Right. I think it was, I wish I meant this in the nicest way. I think that was the part for me. It wasn't even the picking and planting. It was like, I wish I meant this in the nicest way, but like low key, I hate her. Right? Like that's what she said. And then she would have ate a fist. Absolutely, Christy. But I
wish she would have said that, because the thing is that when I first listened to that video and I heard her say that, I could feel my body be like, did this just say that? She's like she really said that.
I was gagged. She really looked into the camera. She was like, said that. And she goes to Indiana University, right?
That's what they said, yes.
Isn't Michael Jackson from Indiana? Gary. But I feel like Indiana is one of those places like Iowa that, Idaho, where like potatoes and, cousins are fine.
Okay, then.
Lives.
Listen.
You know what I mean? Like it's one of those places.
But this is my thing. This is my thing. Why do white people hate us so much?
Not all of them.
Okay, not all of them. Clearly, we got Justin over here, and everybody. Let me listen. Let me look at the comments on Instagram.
Yeah. I don't think she hates white people. I think she just wishes that she had something that wasn't stolen or borrowed. You know what I mean? Like she was like, I wish I invented country music, but I didn't. So your grandma is a cotton picking, jigaboo.
Not the jigaboo, child.
I'm trying not to say the N word, and so there's so many other words you can say, like spook. That was used to be one of my favorite ones. Porch monkey. That was sorry.
That's kind of wild, actually.
What, porch monkey?
So everything you just said, okay.
I'm just
everything you just said. Listen, I see some comments on Instagram saying that I got some tea. Unique or more. DM us the tea, child. Tea. Okay. Yeah. So, long story short, Beyonce couldn't possibly have a country album that's, country. Okay. Right. And it is what it is. It's number one right now. She has, I think, 23 songs in the top 100.
Oh, work. That's almost a quarter of the top 100. So a quarter in the market.
Yeah. Shout out to Miss Connie. She said that she used to live there.
In Indiana?
Christy said they're having clan parties.
Right. Like it's giving clan. She's a racist. Like.
Right.
Her,
Justin
when they
says
go home,
she's racist.
Like she does blackface, like it's funny like that. Like she's like
I don't think
traditionally racist. You know what I mean? Like people are racist and they're like don't even realize they're being racist. She's aware of the fact that she's racist and she like leans into it.
Can you read that, please?
They don't have a clear reason why they hate colored people.
Not colored, child.
Well, we're trying.
I know what we're doing here.
Colored. Colored is one of my least favorite ones, actually, because what, and I don't like people of color either. POC, don't call me a person of color.
But we still support the NAACP or no? What are we doing here?
Do I support NAACP? I think NAACP. I think NAACP. I understand. I know what the letters mean. Okay. I do think they are a relic of a bygone past. I do think they're like a old heads of states. Like she's buying black Barbies and ripping their hair off. Anytime she sees a black dog, she hits it. Like she don't like black keys on the piano. She don't like the back and forth with it because neck. Like bury that, right? Like she don't like black pepper. None of that. She hates it. She hates all of it. Anything black, she hates it. Whoopi Goldberg's lips. Like you remember that movie? Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be focused and like be pro black, but I am. I just think racism is really funny. I really, because it's so idiotic. I just think like you can't be for real, but people be for real, and I'm like, wow, you're really living your life like that, and you made a video like you spent your whole I couldn't make a video about something I hate. I hate oatmeal. I'm never gonna get on internet and be like, you know what? Because I can't even do it now. I really hate it. Oatmeal. Make a video on oatmeal.
I definitely have said I don't like oatmeal on the internet before.
Right, but
oatmeal is disgusting. And you people who are out there eating oatmeal, okay?
Right.
That's
but
disgusting.
I feel like it's that important. It's to me, racism, when someone's like, oh, they're racist. I've always been a fan of Spirit. Spirit Chucker is a great one. Oh my God, what's your favorite?
Justin, you can't be for real right now.
Is the word colored offensive? It's definitely a dated word. I don't know if it's offensive. It's old.
It's definitely offensive.
It's like calling me a Negro.
It's exactly the same. Okay, because that's Negro. It was like an evolution of Negro. Okay, so Justin, Negro? Don't say that to your black friends. Okay, please. Don't do that.
Unless y'all have, y'all tea like that.
No, we good. we are okay.
My white friends don't call me colored or Negro.
Right.
They just call me Sir. Ooh. That's what my name is, Sir.
I think people think that's your stage name.
It is definitely not. That's my actual government name, and it's because what do we want to be called these days? You can call me Sir. Right? You can just call me my name.
She obviously is referring to your ethnicity. What are we calling ourselves? And you know what? I had a whole conversation with Mr. Mishorn Daniels, who was, against saying African American, who was against saying black. He was against a whole lot of things.
Okay.
Reparations, calling it reparations, so on and so forth. Okay, so. Child, we don't know. That's why we ain't getting shit. We have been so we'll say deprogrammed from understanding who we are, where we come from, that there is no legitimate way that we can claim an ethnicity other than saying that we are American if we were born in America.
Right.
And we're going to figure it out one day.
I don't care if you call me black. I like black. I like being black.
Not Justin saying.
I used to say here.
He said he is the H word, child.
He said honky tonk. Okay,
Christy J says.
I almost said something crazy. She says Jews? ?
Well,
I can't be Jewish.
Why not?
Because there's I just can't be.
What is it? What is it?
I just can't be Jewish.
Can you have to elaborate because I'm confused right now.
I'm like saying if you understand,
because you definitely are.
I'm not Jewish. Not anyway.
Definitely are. Hebrew? Which one we want to call it?
I'm from Crenshaw. I used to what you say? I ain't
not from Crenshaw Mafia.
I come from Crenshaw Mafia. Bury that.
You know what? Good riddance. Goodness gracious.
Why you want me to be Jewish so bad or Hebrew?
It's not that we want you to be. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry to break the news to you, guy.
I am okay, so one time I met this guy from Kenya and I was like, oh, I want to go to Kenya. He was like, are you from Kenya? And I'm like, no, I'm not from Kenya. He said, oh, because I have never seen anyone from Kenya look like you. And I'm like, what does that mean? I'm like, you thought you ate that? Like, what do you? And the Africans that I meet be like, you do not look African. And I'm like, I don't appreciate that at all.
You want me to tell you what you are?
Go ahead.
You're Nigerian.
Me?
Partially. Facts.
I'm Nigerian?
Yes.
The Nigerians don't think so.
It don't matter what they think. Clearly, at this point, and that comes down to my point exactly. We don't know what the hell going on, child.
I haven't gotten the test yet. I want to get the test and see because.
Wait, weren't we supposed to do that?
Right, because I told you I'm blacker than you.
Boy, bye.
I am more black than you.
You want me to tell you who's 90% Nigerian?
Who?
Oh,
not
boy. You. Bailey Pooh.
Bailey is 90% Nigerian?
Boy.
Get out of here.
Get
out of here.
Listen.
All right.
Okay, but back to some other news because we go close the case on white people being racist and don't want us to do country music. Okay. In other news, Meek Mill is still out here saying gay stuff. Okay, we've tried Meek. Okay. Now he's a little bit upset. He's perturbed with y'all. Okay, he's very perturbed at you guys calling him gay. And that he has had sexual relations with Sean Love Combs. He's really tired of y'all. Okay. And unfortunately, at this point, his 12-year-old son is getting teased at school because of you people.
Oh, not me. It ain't because of me.
It's because of you people that his 12-year-old son is just really getting it.
Not getting it. Pause. Relax.
This is what Meek Mill had to tweet about and tell you people about yourselves. He said, I don't believe no Diddy story. Once they lied about me now, anybody try to sexually assault me, it will be bang out on the spot. How y'all don't know that LOL, I don't care, but y'all confusing my son, he's 12, with people saying his dad is gay. It's sick. And now y'all out here.
He gonna you on the spot.
Now somebody can translate. I'm going to translate. I'm going to have to translate.
Okay.
He says, I do not understand. Even after the stories that you have told about Diddy, how could someone believe them about me? Then he says, if anyone tries to sexually assault me, I will bang them out on the spot.
Wait. Bang them out on the spot is nasty work. Like, what? That's like when he was talking about the girl. It was like, I love pussy. It's juicy and it's great and it's the most wonderful thing that's ever been invented. And I'm like, sir, that is not how you talk about pussy when you want people to convince that you like it, right? Like you should just not acknowledge the fact that people's like, why do you keep tweeting? Why don't you have somebody watching your tweets and editing them? Why are you sending that out into the world unabashed? Right?
Sometimes
like,
people are just slow.
I don't know. That audio don't sound like he was slow.
And unfortunately, Meek Mill is out here he's out here being slow, child.
Lord have mercy. Poor guy. I mean, I hope his son is not getting bullied.
Not I'm gonna bang you out on the spot.
On the spot, right here.
Can we use our words better or no?
No,
like, I don't even.
And I think that's the problem. Like, you're a rapper, right? You use words for a living. That's how you pay your bills. Or is how you pay your bills getting banged out on the spot, right? Because it's one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're a rapper, you should be able to use your words properly and say, okay, let me not say banged out because that's tough. I ain't gonna say that. Let me say I'm gonna threaten you with violence in some other way, right? But to say if someone wants to sexually assault
you can't
me,
even say I'm gonna pull out the gat. You can't even say that. Like, that's not even
nothing. You're not banging nobody.
No,
you're not slapping them with nothing. You know, you're not doing anything. Pour the kid for sure. Pour the kid.
Long story short, y'all gotta leave Meek Mill alone. Okay, if Meek like a little Diddy action, just let him be great.
Diddly do. Like a little diddling.
If he, if that was him on the audio clip, let him be him.
Bananas. I hope it's not because it can't be him. Do you think Diddley? Anyway, we call that man Diddley. That's gonna be. I just can't. I won't do it anymore.
I am just saying. It is quite a possibility that is Meek. So anyway, long story short, y'all, leave Meek alone so that his 12-year-old son cannot get teased at school, because that's not fun. First of all, bullies ain't ish, okay?
Not at all.
Y'all gotta stop. Stop bullying that kid. Bully his daddy. Right. Okay, great.
Daddy already been bullied. Yikes. That's tough.
Mm-hmm. So, I wonder, but I wonder what Nicki Minaj is saying reading all of this.
What is
she like? You know what? This dude probably. But then your husband. How long was?
I think she
Nicki Minaj husband in the slammer?
He was in the slammer. Okay, getting slammed or doing the slamming, maybe.
Allegedly.
I don't know. I mean, okay, so we talked about this a long time ago, and you were like, you met somebody, and they were like, you said, how long would it, before you sleeping with a guy when you go to prison? They was like, immediately, right? Doors closed, and you just sucking dick like crazy. Excuse my language. I think that's what she said. I think that's a direct quote, but something like that. He said it's like pretty quick. So her current husband, father of her children, was in there a long time. A long time.
Yeah. I give it what did I say? I give it in the slammer for more. If you've been in the slammer for more than a year and a half, I give it 6 months. But if you get
I think you can make 6 months.
If you've been in the slammer more than a year and a half,
you can make it a year and a half. I think you can make it a year.
Booty hole.
I think any reasonable person.
What does Sexy Red say? Booty hole
brown. I think you can. I think you definitely can make it more than a year in prison without sleep. I mean, and honestly, I think probably if you go into prison and you really don't like men, you're not going to sleep with men. Right? I don't think that's. I think if you're straight, like you're going to be straight the whole time. You're not going to sleep with men. You might sleep with a female guard. I think so,
sir.
What?
Stop the shenanigans.
You don't think you can be straight the entire time you're in prison?
How long? For how long? A year and a half. I said what I said.
A year. Definitely go more. 3 years. Definitely. Just beating it.
In the slammer.
I mean, if you don't like guys, you won't be aroused at all. There's nothing in there.
It's not about being. I don't even think that. I feel like guys can just do whatever they're going to do with whomever it is. They don't have to look.
I think that's a.
Sometimes there is a. So listen.
Daryl said maybe 69 days.
A whole 69 days. Daryl said. Days.
Listen, I don't know.
Okay, we can close the case on Meek Mill. Like I said, leave his son alone. Just talk to him because he's not good at responding. He's not convinced us with his with his
not
tweets.
One thing he said has convinced me that he ain't got banged out.
Nah. Okay. Next.
So since we're talking about violence and being bullied, former Howard Stern, I don't want to say host, but like repeat guest. Her name is Eliza Jordana. She was booked on basic battery charges because she was streaming down our street. People drive and stream, whooping on the man in her car.
Why can't I find this damn video?
And good thing it was on camera. Well, we have the video.
Yeah, but hold on. I'm pulling it up.
What? I want to know your thoughts when it comes.
So Howard Stern's people always be into something.
Well, I mean, it's hard not to be when you with Howard Stern, right? Like he's like lit like that.
Didn't they say he has like a micro Peter?
He said that.
Yeah, he says he has a micro Peter. Like it's almost an innie.
Almost an innie is wild. That's not that could be true.
That's really like like what do you do with that? I mean,
doesn't he have children?
I mean, I guess you could still ejaculate from it. No.
So he's like a squirter.
Oh my gosh!
Because he has a coochie, essentially. If he has an innie.
Hi, Sarah. How are you? Sarah,
I'm sorry about this.
Don't talk. Don't fucking talk.
Idiot.
Yes, Sarah, we're really sorry about this. I'm sending him your way. It's so great. But yeah, he's coming. Don't worry, he's coming home.
She just almost broke my nose. She's gonna get the
No, you're
next time. You understand? You understand? No, Sarah, hang up. These idiots. She posted your fucking number in her cancer Discord, and I would just be polite. Yeah, touch me and I fucking dick up it. Dumb in the middle of a shrink session. She's a fucking insane person. She's a fucking.
I would stop talking about. Oh, Sarah, I heard you kid when you were 18. That's what he told me about you. He said you're a Mexican, and he said you keep showing up, and he says you won't stop texting him. But I saw the text is the same. Yeah. No, please don't. All right, I'll stop. Okay, I'll stop.
Pull over.
Okay,
Pull over.
No, I'm sorry.
No, call 911, Sarah. Call 911.
No. Help, please. I'm
call
sorry.
911.
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm so sorry. Let me go. No. All right, okay, I'm gonna.
Alrighty.
So what do you think?
I mean, I don't think anyone should put their hands on anyone.
Mm-hmm.
But she was putting her hands on him.
She was.
And his nose was red.
Yes.
And
you can hear the hits.
And he didn't hit her back. He grabbed her by the hair to lock her up and the neck to lock her up and to politely, took out of the car.
Is he disabled? Is he disabled? Is crazy. I don't think. No, he's not disabled. That's her boyfriend. Right? Like,
get out of here.
That's her boyfriend. So okay. So what happened was after that, obviously she called the police. Right? She was like, "I'm gonna call the police," and the police got there, and he was like, "She on video," and so they pulled the video. Right? And she got arrested, and that's why she got charged with simple battery, and they let him go because he was just defending himself.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But whether he's disabled or not, she should keep her damn hands to herself. Like she just unprovoked starts slapping him.
I think she was saying like, "Dang, she did that," and he's disabled. and when she says disabled, she's not saying disabled.
What is she saying?
I'm gonna put it in the private chat. I'm gonna put it in.
What is it? Is he disabled? Howard Stern is disabled? Probably.
No, the boyfriend in the car.
Oh my God.
Gerald Ray says both of their mothers should have swallowed them.
Yikes.
Oh my goodness.
You know how happy I am that swallowing can't get people pregnant? So
was it helpful for you? I mean,
I'm just saying, like,
was it helpful for you, sir?
In my life, it has been very helpful, yes. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying. But yeah, I mean, like, good thing she was streaming. Like, she's a maniac for streaming it, but thank God she was streaming it, because had she not, and they was like, I just saw a woman jump out of a car and a man was pulling her hair, and I'm like, oh, jail time for him. Assault charges. He was like, she hit me first.
Right. I'm glad that they had that video.
Yeah.
Because that's wild. And the thing is that why was she, you know what? Drugs are bad. I'm not implying, okay, that she may have allegedly taken some drugs. But
maybe
she may have allegedly taken some drugs.
Because somebody sent her $5 during that.
$5?
Somebody sent her, like, she was on live. Somebody sent her $5, like a gift while she was beating him up.
So now that that's over, they charged the right person. Okay. Clearly there was some turn up going on. Can you tell me this? I have a question for you. How many beers does it take for you to get turned, like, where you're sleepy? Like you get to the beer. Tall cans. How many tall cans can y'all take down?
Okay, so the most tall cans. So in my 20s, I would because I wasn't, well to do with money, so I would go get 2 11s from Walmart, and they were like 99 cents at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I could do like 3 2 11s, 3 or 4, depending on the night. If I ate that day, definitely could do 4. But if I had,
you're a fairly tall guy, huh?
Yeah, I'm not a small guy.
You're not 5'2" like the people on the internet think you are.
Yeah, people think I'm 5'2", which is crazy. People are anyway, not 5'2" at all. But yeah, 3 or 4 2 11s. If we're talking about like Bud Light or like beer, I'd have to drink a case of beer to get drunk.
Okay. I'll talk to you guys about, and this is not a happy story, okay? It's actually rather ridiculous and it's sad. But there are 2 people that are believed to be responsible for a death of an infant child. Jose Poland, who is 40, and LaDisha Ann Poe, who is 29. They admitted to drinking heavily and smoking marijuana, okay, before the daughter, Faith, was smothered to death. And this is what happened. Oh, gosh.
That's terrible.
The parents told the investigators upon arrival that they drank several alcoholic beverages and smoked marijuana together. According to the court documents, Jose said that he had about 25-ounce beers. Pal says she drank about 5 alcoholic beverages, which means she probably had 10 too. Okay? Because you're at home, you're not ounces. Okay? Mm-hmm. And then they both shared a joint. We don't know what was in it. Okay. They both were in a position where they were responsible for caring for the kids. And clearly they failed at that. And the court documents say that there is a video recording of them in the living room, okay, where they was doing the turn up, taking care of the baby all at the same time. They fell asleep after the 10 and the joint. Okay. Baby got positioned in a different way. Positioned in a different way and slid between the couches, the cushions, and suffocated. Jose woke up Pal. Pal then called 911, and at that point it was too late. You know what? If I used to have a segment called "It's a for Me," which was, I guess a playoff of like a donkey of the day. But if we can give someone a donkey of the day, indeed, it would be these mofos. What tired? Why didn't they put the baby in the crib?
That's what I'm like. When I get really drunk at the house and I have a baby, the baby goes away. I'm not in the it goes into a safe spot. Because I may absolutely, lay out in. Thank you, Daryl. I thought 4211s was impressive too. I'm like, I didn't get the reaction that I was looking for when I said 4211s. I'm like, that's impressive. But like, if I know, because everybody who has children has gotten jacked up at the house, right? Because you got kids, because nobody want to watch your kids, right? So you can go get something to drink, come home, get messed up. But you put them away. Put the kids away. Right. They're not in the room with you getting messed up.
Right.
Right. Like what?
Not on the couch with you.
Yeah. Like why are they in your? Like they need to be in the bassinet.
My boy had 10 24-ounce beers. 10, which means he probably had 15.
That's 200.
Because you're telling the police.
That you had 10. But he was drunk when he got there. I had like 10 beers. See, 100%. We've all gotten jacked up at the house with our kids.
And you're putting the children away, sleeping, whatever it is they're doing, especially if it's a baby.
Right, baby. I will
infant child.
Baby, I will click you into a seat and put you in the room. Don't move. We'll feed you. Don't move. Kids
so again,
walking around that can pee by themselves. You better not leave that room.
So they were charged with involuntary manslaughter. It's Jose. You want to play a game?
Yeah, I love games.
Guess what race they are?
What was the name again?
Jose and Ladisha.
Ladisha? I have a cousin named Miguel, so I don't know.
What?
I do. I have a cousin. You got a cousin named Miguel?
And Carlos.
And Carlos. So, Ladisha. What's the last name?
Powell.
Powell. And where do they live?
Child, no, hold on.
If it's California, then I'm going to say Latino.
Michigan. Kalamazoo.
Ooh. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. I'm still, without being racist, this is not me being racist. This is a game we're playing. I'm going to say Latino.
Both of them?
Jose for sure. Ladisha, yeah, Ladisha too.
Ladisha, Hispanic also. Christy J says Mex Black. I don't know if that's like a mix or if it's like two separate answers. Yeah. What are you guys' answers? We need those in the comment section. I guess what race is it?
Ladisha?
It is. Huh?
Ladisha though, Ladisha could be. I went to school with a. I feel like I could have gone to school with a Ladisha. You know, she'd have gone to Joe Mackey. She could have. She would have gone on to some other school in that area, maybe a Western or a something like that. Just saying, Ladisha could have gone to Mojave.
So it's Jose Antonio Roland Jr., 40 years old, and
Roland.
Ladisha Howe, 20.
Ladisha is black. Antonio Roland is Latino. Okay. Roland
Winner, chicken dinner.
Hey,
these people were careless and did not protect their kid.
Not at all.
That sucks.
Since I'm talking about involuntary manslaughter, I'm talking about protecting your children, and we're still in Michigan. Michigan been bugging recently. So, a 17-year-old got convicted of life in Michigan for shooting up a school for the first time in recorded history of white people shooting up schools, because it's white people that do it. Sorry, it's not racist.
That is not racist.
The parents got convicted of involuntary manslaughter also, and they got sentenced to a minimum of 10 years apiece for their son shooting up that school, because they were cavaliering the day he shut the school up. They got called to the school, and he had drew a picture of a gun and a dead body, and was like, if the voices won't go away, it won't stop. And they were like, oh, I think it's a video game. And they had the option to take him home with them. And they didn't. They left him at the school. And he later that day pulled a gun out of his backpack and shot the school up. Now, what they didn't tell the school is that his dad had just bought a Sig Sawyer. And that was the gun that he drew. And then he had been talking to his parents about his mental condition, his mental health. But they make a cute couple. It's hilarious. I love an interracial couple, right? But they had I'm so easily distracted. And so they had been ignoring him, and in his journals, and they brought his journals in the court. He was like, my parents don't care about me. They don't care about what's going on with me. And they also had a gun lock in the house that they didn't put on the gun. And so they were negligent, and so it in that way caused the deaths of 4 teenagers and injured 7 others. And so they are going to prison for at least 10 years. And that was at the request of the parents of the children who were killed. They said we want to give them at least 10.
I think that this is going to start a level of accountability for people, these people whose kids go and shoot up these places. And then 2, it should require or put in a standard for people who are mentally ill purchasing handguns, because or fire or rifles or semi-automatic weapons. The problem is that we can say, oh, well, people can get guns from anywhere, but they're not getting them from anywhere. The people who are shooting up these schools and other places are going to a legitimate place and getting the gun the same day.
They're not getting black market guns, right?
No.
They're not like getting somebody off the back of a truck. The gun was a gift to him.
But it wasn't locked, or it was supposed to be able to be used when they were out together hunting or something.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, what? When I saw it, I was
wild
like,
out here in these streets.
Finally, they put in these parents, because every time somebody shoot up a school, the parents were like, we had no idea. Yes, you did. There's no way there was a kid walking around your house this mentally unwell and you was like, they fine. Like, there's no legitimate way. When my kid walked through my house with an attitude because I told him to clean up, I'd be like, you got a problem. Right? So
just like that. Excuse me?
You got a problem? Hold it. You breathing all this air you're not paying for, and you got a problem. So I know if the kid is like hurting, and like wants to hurt other people, you're aware of it. You're not unaware. You cannot be blithely unaware of what's going on in your house in that way. But they didn't care. They'd rather be doing something else.
Right.
Maybe drinking 10, 25-ounce beers and passing out.
Yeah, it's wild, and I think that there has to be some things put in place, and hopefully this will be, like I said, be the start of it, because there definitely needs a level of accountability on all ends. So, yeah. Speaking of accountability, real quick, because we transitioned, we know Diddy in some shit, right? I said the ish. He's in some ish. Okay.
Deep.
Do you guys know who Jelly Roll is? You know who Jelly Roll is? Isn't he a gospel country?
He's a country singer.
He can
he's a
sing
singer.
too.
Like
he got chops.
Yeah, he can really sing.
He like a singer. He like a preacher too, though.
Yeah, he has a really good testimony for sure. I prefer Teddy Swim's voice, but it's fine though. Go off. I'm listening. I'm sorry.
But he'll do.
My music.
But he'll do.
Yeah, I like telling you to join this.
So this is what Jelly Roll had to say, because he did an interview the other day, and with Hip Hop DA. The question, he told this story. He was like, I will tell this story, and I will probably get in trouble. Not harping on it because it's not a topic. But it is a hot topic, and this is the first time in my career ever where they said, "Do you want to meet?" He says such and such, but it's Diddy. End quote. Then he says he recalled about a time where someone said, "Hey, yeah, you want to go see so and so?" And I started walking that way. I was getting in the hallway, and he says, "This is a true story." I said, "Nah," and went in the car. I swear, I don't know what it was. And I made a joke at first. I was like, who don't want to meet the guy that Tupac killed? Nobody thought that was funny. So, it was a bomb. Maybe I shouldn't go anyway. So he decided on the spot that he wasn't going to go take a picture with Diddy. And now he's like, well, at least I don't have that picture with Diddy. What's your thoughts? Why is he talking about that?
I probably would have still went to go meet Diddy and probably told him my bad joke, because I just mentally, it wouldn't even have registered that it's a bad idea until I told the story to somebody else, and they were like, "Why did you do that?" And I'm like, "What did I do?" Right? So I would have definitely gone still. So kudos to him for not having a picture with Diddy, because I would have still had one, because I can't even process like, oh yeah, sure, why not? But maybe he didn't go because he felt in his spirit. Like he said, he's a preacher.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. He's like the Lord.
The leading of the Holy Spirit kind of was like, don't, not over there. He got a history with big eyes. Relax. And so go back the other way.
Not with big guys. Boy.
He got two under his belt.
Who's the second one?
Heavy D. What?
All right then. Well,
Heavy D is the first one. Oh, and TD Jakes.
Allegedly. Okay. Listen, a couple of things, because we changing the subject because we about to wrap this show up. Listen, thank y'all all for tuning in to the Shady Ass Tea. Can I tell you something real quick? How did I become this lady? How did I become her?
I don't know, because what happened to the...
I was not her. I was not the friendship lady.
We need to be long, curved.
These are my nails. But I'm saying, like, how did I become the French tip lady?
What's wrong with a French
like,
tip?
I always thought to myself, the chicks that get French tips
are for baddies.
Period.
Frenchies are for baddies. I need to be longer. Not Rick Ross. Christy is she got a list over there. She's gonna run them down. DJ Khaled.
I was gonna say I'll be sure, but no.
No,
DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled over there, quiet than a mofo right now. He's like,
He got nothing to say. Don't
nothing to say. Okay.
He is Bennett. He normally got a lot to say about a lot of things.
No, just put that one up
Not too much of
real
Dwight
fast.
Howard.
Real fast.
I'm listening.
Justin, I need to find out who Justin is. But Justin, I definitely got my nails done in high school, probably every other week. Okay, so my aunt did nails and hair. Okay. Wowzers. Yeah, so that's the word on the street. That's the shady ass tea for the week. Sir, do you have any more tea you want to spill before we tap out here?
No.
Any of your own tea you want to spill?
Not today.
Oh my goodness. Well, listen, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in each and every week. Those of you who are listening on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and also Instagram. We really okay, Justin. Yeah, I don't know exactly who Justin is. Justin was a fine bass player in high school. You know,
bass like the boom boom.
Christy
like
J said she's looking for a husband.
Like he played the standing bass or like a bass and like a this
don't.
one boom 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 boom.
Put some respect on Justin's name.
He could play a double bass.
That's why you got a snake on your shirt.
It's a danger noodle,
sir. Speaking of news, I'm about to go eat some ramen like a mofo. I'm taking somebody on a hot date. Oh shoot, I gotta send them an Uber. I gotta send them an Uber to the hot date.
To the hot date. They can find me on IG, the Sir Armstrong, and Facebook, Sir Armstrong.
Yeah. Well, you can find me on every single social media platform at Carrice. That's ECARRICE. And you can listen to the Shady Ass Tea each and every Tuesday at 6 p.m. right here on hot7025fm.com. I guess that's it.
See you next Tuesday.
See y'all next Tuesday. Bye, y'all.